Yeah, no, that's fine. We got stuff to take care of beforehand. All right, I'll call the February 24th Executive and Finance Standing Committee to order. Roll call, please. Mr. Kalish.
Carol. Here. Carol. Gill.
Here.
Glassburner. House. Here. Kirk.
Here.
Frank. Williamson.
Here.
And Cooley. Here. All right, you have 8 present, you have a point.
All right. Verification of open meeting laws. Are we in compliance? All right. Agenda approval. There will be one change. We're removing item number 7. Will not be, we got that. Mr. Manning? Seconded by Mr. Carroll. Any discussion on the agenda? Otherwise 13 point down to 12 now that we removed item number 7. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? All right. The minutes from the February 11th meeting are in the packet. Any additions, corrections? If not, I would approve them myself as presented in the packet. Public comment, item number 6, public comment. Anybody online, public comments? Okay, nothing, we're good there. We're removing item 7, so if you guys are ready. John, are you ready? You want to? All right, Mr. Wendell, were you gonna?
No.
Okay, you're good?
Yep.
All right, and John, did you want to go through the process of what's, just to remind everybody on the committee and county board members or anybody online, how this process is going to work this evening and going forward?
Sure. I did send a PDF to the chair, and I know he distributed those. There were also some videos of some of the candidates, not all the candidates. We may, for the benefit of some that have not seen any of the videos, might play short clips of the videos this evening. Our goal tonight is that we narrow down the number of candidates that we have to finalists, however many you decide. As far as, I want to make sure that I mention that a number of the applicants, and we get this in every recruitment, that they have requested confidentiality, and for some very valid reasons. If we were, once it gets to 5 candidates or less, and if there's a request to release the names, then we have to by state law. And it's a good thing we have an attorney in the room as well. But some of these individuals have not let their employers know yet that they have applied for a different position. So we have to be extremely careful about that. What's said in this room tonight stays in this room. You know, anything that we hear on the videos, that stays here as well. So we're hoping that tonight we can narrow down the number of applicants. And it's up to you to choose who and how many you want to bring in. We'll talk a little bit about that. And then on the schedule, we had scheduled for the 11th and 12th of March is when we would do the interviews. And again, depending on the number of finalists you choose, we may be able to accomplish that all in one day versus a day and a half. And, you know, we'll talk about if you still want to do the meet and greet, which we did last time. The writing exercise I did in advance of the interviews. So the finalists didn't have to do that while they're here and nervous about everything else, all the other activities that are going on. Before we adjourn tonight, we should also talk about whether there's a reimbursement for travel reimbursement for any of the candidates if they wish to interview. And I've got some thoughts on that. And I think I have one other thing I want to make sure we mentioned. Let me look here quick.
And as long as you're digging through that, John, Craig and Mr. Gilmark. Anybody else knows John? You met John before?
I have met him, yeah.
And Craig has?
Not personally, but yeah, I'm correct.
Would you like a little bit of background quick, or are you good with?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I know.
All right. He filled in as interim while we were hiring, and we processed, so going through the process again. As Mr. Cooey told me a couple times, probably won't be our last again.
One lives forever.
All right, John.
And one other thing that I wanted to bring up, because I think at a prior meeting, when we were talking about background checks, that I know the sheriff's department has agreed to do backgrounds. That's fine with us if you want to do that, you know, or if you want to use a company that we work with, you just let us know. The reason I like to know at this point is because we used to wait until an actual one finalist was chosen. and then we do the background checks. Things are getting very, very competitive in recruitments. And any time that we can save and not delay time, people are accepting different jobs. They're applying all over the place. So we'd like to get the background checks as soon as we possibly can. So, you know, if you're gonna have the sheriff's department do it, or someone in the sheriff's department do it, you may want to, after tonight, inform them who the finalists are, and they can begin doing background checks rather than waiting until the 11th and 12th.
Okay. All right, if John is caught up, no questions for John, I'd entertain a motion to go into closed session. Pursuant to Wisconsin statute, section 19.85(1)(c), concerning employment, promotion, compensation, and performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the government body has jurisdiction or exercise responsibility. Our selection of a final county administrator candidates is what we're up to in closed session. Motion by Glassbrenner, seconded by Carroll. All those in favor signify by aye. We're going into closed session.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, Mr. Kalish, was unanimous decision to go in closed session. Elaine, can you shut the door? Are you coming in? So I know. Yep.
Anybody else have any documents?
Just my own notes that, Lori, yeah. Should be.
We're good? Up and going?
I believe so, yes.
All right. No action on what was discussed in closed session. Any correspondence? Mr. Taylor. Future agenda items coming up on March 11th. You'll let us know what we got to talk about. Anything that we're missing?
Sure.
Ingrid wants to work on the strategic plan, so.
Why do you always single me out, Mr. Chair?
I can put it on there, you're gonna be there for a while, but.
I will help her. No.
And you didn't even say anything. Just put that one on me.
Oh,
Someday we'll get to.
March 11th would be our last opportunity to ethics committee.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Right. That agenda expires.
Good memory.
yes. What was it? I couldn't.
I forgot.
Mark,
Yeah.
we need to act on the ethics committee.
Yeah. 6-month time frame is, we'll put that down.
Put it down and. Yeah, put it down.
So that takes our entire meeting.
Nothing else is the agenda, that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just that.
We done by 4:15. Not with that one.
That is very optimistic.
Yeah. All right, if you've got any other future agenda items, let me or Dave get them on, and we can discuss also if anybody else wants to help out with the tours, but I think Mr. Kalish will have that taken care of, so. Otherwise, plan on coming that night after this, our 4 o'clock meeting to Overdale Peaks. If nothing else, I'd entertain a motion from Mr. Manning.
So move to adjourn.
And I'll second. Mr. Carroll can second it. All those in favor of adjourning until March 11th, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? All right. Thank you, everyone.